fasting forward. You take your Fibonacci, plot it on the chart, okay, and then the next thing that you need to do is to look for these specific points that I'm about to share with you. So the points that you need to concentrate yourself on are these particular two levels that I've just drawn with blue. Those are the areas that represent zones, or for me, those are the areas that I use to draw zones from. They have been profitable for me. They should be profitable for you. They should be profitable for anyone that listens to what you're about to say. So first of all, you take a trend line, come and draw it here, okay? Come and draw it there. You just moved from high to the lowest point. Let me put it there so that we can draw our trend line. Let me put it on this particular high. Sorry, not that particular high. This particular high to this particular low here. Then we put in our trend line. Put in our trend line. What am I being? Put in our trend line. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. This one I have to be precise and clear. Then you take another trend line and put it there. Once you've done that, you remove your Fibonacci. You remove your what? Your Fibonacci level like that. Once you've drawn this particular area like this, you know that that is a good area that the banks operate from. Okay? That the banks operate from. The next thing that you want to do is to come, you have to come to this other area which has the drawings. The drawings, right? Most of the time you'll find it with the brush because of some 2 or 3 things, but you will now come and pick the squared shape. Come and pick the squared shape and just trace it. So the next thing that you'll do, you come and delete those particular trend lines. Is that a good zone? Is that really a good zone? For me, it's a good zone. Why? Look at how price used to operate from that particular area. Right here, bigger candles coming from that particular area. It means that there is where banks make their decisions if either is to buy or to sell. Look at how this particular candle moved from that particular area, a very big bullish candle. Look at how this particular candle broke away from this particular zone, a very big bearish candle, a very big bearish candle. Look at how a bullish candle came from it, a very big bullish candle. That way and that way and that way, that way and that way and that way. Look at how price actually did here previously. Very big candle coming from that particular area. For me, that is a very good zonal area. Look at how price is operating from that particular area. Big movements, big movements, big movements like these ones, big movements like these ones. This is a very good zone. Just drawn it simply, very simple, or in a simple way by just using the Fibonacci tool. So how do we trade using our zones? I've just shown you how to plot in the zones using the Fib. Now, how do we trade using these particular zones? How do we trade using this particular zone? The first thing that you need to go and look about is price action. What do I mean by price action? How are candles moving from that particular area? You see, we had a bearish candle that came and trying to break this particular zone, but the zone still had to hold on. Okay, the zone had to hold on, and we had what we call a pin bar. A pin bar, which is a candle that is almost a quarter from where it started. This candle actually filled this particular area, but the bulls pushed the market away from that area and the candle closed at this particular level. That is a very good candle that is operating from that particular area. So for you to trade this particular zone, you'll need to put your stop loss somewhere here and take the market wherever it takes you to. Another thing, you will wait and see a retest. Some of the time, the banks will operate from this particular area. Once you see a very big candle moving out like this, you don't have to be in that market, because maybe this was news that was just announced and the bank had to push this particular market up, but the bearish or the sellers came into the market and decided to return it back to this particular area. If you go to the daily chart, let me show you. This one actually is a pin bar on the daily chart. This is actually a pin bar on the daily chart. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. When you go to the daily chart, what do we see? Right here. Are you seeing that? This particular candle here is a pin bar. You see the buyers push the market up, but the sellers decided to do what? To push the market down on the daily. Another good thing is the buyers still had some strength and pushed the market out of that particular zone where we had our bearish reversal candle. Sorry, our bullish reversal candle, where we had a pin bar operating from that particular area. That is a bullish reversal candle. Man, how amazing is trading, man. I've just shown you how to draw to draw zones using the Fibonacci tool and how to trade the zones. So let me just go through using or let me draw another zone. Okay, let me just draw another zone using the same the same trick that I've just shown you, but I will go in the past data. This was the lowest point, okay, that this market reached, and this was our highest point that particular market reached. So we are taking a Fibonacci. That is a lot of data, but we'll just have to consider it. Taking it from the lowest point to this highest point. That's a good area, really. No, not that one. Let me push this back up. And it's giving us what? A zone within a zone. We've just seen as another zone within a zone. A zone within a zone. That is what we call an overlapping zone. It's actually an overlapping zone. You take your trend line and put it there. Take another trend line and put it here. Then withdraw that particular something you're seeing there, and then take your triangle or your squared and put another trend line here and put another zone here, an overlapping zone, a very good zone. Oh my goodness, oh god, me, man. Wow. This is a very sweet zone. A very sweet zone, man. It's a very sweet zone. It is a zone within a zone, or an overlapping zone. I want to change that one to another color. Let me change that to another color. And the color will be yellow, so that you can see very nicely. A zone operating within another zone. See how price was behaving here? It's a very good area. You see how price is behaving inside there. You see how price is behaving inside here. Just go back, zoom out, and see how price behaves. That is a very good zone, and I can just keep it there for now because I'll be trading using that particular zone. It's a very good zonal area, and I just love it. So I've just shown you how banks trade and how to use the zones. That is how we plot in zones. Let me go to my daily chart. Let me just delete this and go to the daily chart so that I can show you also how to plot more zones. Let me remove this one. move that one. Today I'm just showing you guys on how to draw zones by using the Fibonacci tool. If you are a day trader, you may be using the 4 hour. If you are a scalper, go to the 30-minute chart. Let me just go to the 30-minute chart. Went to the 30 seconds. Let me go to the 30-minute chart. And for you want to know if this particular area is in a zone or this particular area is a reversal area. The first thing that you'll do, what will you do? What will you do? You'll plot your Fibonacci first of all from this week to this high, then put in your trend line from this particular area, which is my 0.5 and the 61.8 and 0.618 area, 0.618 area. Then just plot out my Fibonacci, then come and draw in my zone. Let me just draw in my zone. Tracing, man, tracing. We do what we call tracing. Then you remove those trend lines. You remove the 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 trend lines to remain with your zone. Is this a good 30 minutes zonal chart? It's a very, very good zonal chart. A very, very good zonal chart. Another zone, I can just draw it from this particular low to this particular high right here and get another zone, which is also an overlapping zone, a good zone. Put your trend line there, another trend line here, plot your Fibonacci out, then trace. Let me change that to black. It will look just like that. A zone is here. You can see how price reached here and behaved, how price reached those particular area and behaved. Okay, it is a very good zone. See how price used to come to those particular areas and behave. You can see another area here, how price reached this particular here and behaved. Just had a big move up, a very big move up. Okay, another one here, very big move up. Another one just happening recently, of which is going to happen. If the price breaks below, we'll be selling. If the price breaks above, we'll be buying. The price breaks below, we'll be selling. If the price breaks above, we'll be buying. If price breaks above, you're going to the next zone. Actually, banks trade from zone to zone. If you're a 30 minutes guy or a 30-minute scalper, you'll wait for price to break above this particular zone. Wait for price to break above this particular zone. Wait for price to break above, then do a retest, then go back to your zone, whereby your take profit will be here. Or if price breaks down, this is what you're going to look at. If price breaks down, you're going to look for a retest, then take price where? Down. Okay, take price down to this particular level, this level, which is TP1, then TP2. TP1, then TP2. TP1, then TP2. That is what we are actually going to see. If price breaks above, you're going to this particular black zone. If price breaks below, we are going to this other area right here. We are going here. We are going right there. We are going right there. We are going right there. We'll be going right there. We'll be going below here. We're going. So I've just shown you guys on how to use the Fibonacci to plot zones, using Fibonacci to plot zones and to trade the Fibonacci, to trade the zones that you have just plotted using the Fibonacci. Real money, real money, real money, real money, real money. I can draw a lot of this. I can draw a lot of them. I'm seeing zones everywhere. This is another zone here. It's a very good zone also. Let me just plot it. Let me just plot a zone here. The way price was behaving at this particular area, this is another good zone. It's another zone, but I don't want to put in so many of them, but I've just shown you how to use the Fibonacci to do what? To plot zone. That is a 30 minutes chart. Can also go to the 1 hour chart and show you how also to plot zones. Those are zones within zones, zones within zones. If you still go on, you'll find zones within zones and zone within zones and zones within zones. So the market always operate within zones, zones within zones and zones within zones. Fibonacci, bam, lowest point here, the highest point here. You can see a zone right here, which is a good zone, and this is a 1 hour zone. That is a 1 hour zone that you're seeing right there. Can also plot in another zone by just taking my Fibonacci, the lowest point, my highest point right there, and you find that this 30 minutes zone is overlapping with the 1 hour zone. Can also take a Fibonacci and put it from this highest point to this lowest point here, the highest point to this lowest point, and find another zone. Okay, and just find another zone right there and find another zone right here. This is another zone right here. That is another zone. Simple as that. That is another zone. That is another zone that you're seeing right there. That is another zone, zone. That is another zone that you're just seeing right there, and a good one instead, a very good one, because right now the market is operating from where? From these little zones, which are the 30-minute zones. And if price breaks above, we won't be trading in the middle. The banks actually don't trade in the middle. See how this particular market moved here. I want just to show you how market moved here. You see that big long candle, 1 hour candle. It broke above below that particular zone, and the banks were very eager to push the price even much more lower. And if you are in this trade and you are looking to buy, and you bought the price while it was here rather than buying the price when it was here, making this profit and getting out, you saw this other candle coming out. This was news that was just announced, and you thought that the price will still continue going up. You made a massive loss. Your account was bleeding, and you were like, no, this forex trading is a scam. Forex is not a scam. What you need to do is timing, patient, money management. Even if you went into this particular trade and your account was just $1,000, and in that $1,000 you used only a lot size of 0.01, which is a very minimal lot size. Even if you put your stop loss here and the account just went down, couldn't have lost much. That is money you can live with. You live to fight another day. You wait for the candles to go and make its thing, then you enter the trade the next day or the next month or the next evening. So just showing you guys on how to plot the zones using what? The Fibonacci's. How to plot in zones using the Fibonacci's. How to plot in zones using the Fibonacci's. Thank you so much for being there, remaining with me, and always liking my videos. It gives me encouragement and a joy to see that I'm making an impact in somebody else's life. And if this video has been educative to you, profitable to you, go ahead, hit the subscription button, like the video, share, comment, anything that you want me to talk about, anything that you want me to change, what you want me to see bringing up on this particular channel. Do it so that we can grow together. 2023, we are going for everything that they said we cannot. We will be killing these markets. We'll be making profit. Even if the losses come in, there won't be massive losses because we'll be talking about these things a day in, day out. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in the next episode.